Welcome to Interview with a Backpacker, weekly on Spotify and iTunes.
For the generation that's carrying the weight of the world on their shoulders. Welcome to Interview with a Backpacker. Today's guest has the body of a bull, but the heart of a lion. However, he couldn't hurt the fly. Hi, Bob.
Hello guys, I'm Bob, 25 years old, and I'm a Swiss Italian.
Swiss Italian. For how long are you traveling, Bob?
I've been traveling here in Australia since the middle of January.
And before Australia, have you been somewhere else?
Yeah, I've been traveling, more like short travels than traveling, so not in a row.
Yeah.
But I've been in Morocco, for example, in the States, California for 3 months. Then I've been 1 month in Berlin, actually. That was nice.
You were 1 month in Berlin.
I've been there, yeah.
Partying, nightclubs,
a lot.
Berghain.
Yeah. No, I didn't go there. Not allowed.
All right, Bob. I want to start right away with question number one. Question number one is something you will never do while you're traveling.
Something I will never do while traveling.
Like a no-go.
There's a no-go. Let me think about it. I would not do anything, but I'm open, I think.
What's that?
I'm open-minded, I reckon, so I would try more things.
Is there maybe any kind of job you wouldn't do, or is there maybe any region you would never?
No, a region for sure not. I'm curious about everything and everywhere. Probably it's gonna be impossible, but I would like to go there everywhere. Some kind of jobs that I wouldn't like to do. Yeah, I'm not gonna get into political stuff. I'm not gonna join a party or something like that.
Okay, what's your worst experience then?
While traveling,
well,
I was in my car alone and I had to do like around 2,000 kilometers.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, the car wasn't driving properly. An engine light came up. It was Friday night, all the mechanics were closed, and I was in the middle of the desert, and I couldn't charge my phone or anything. I was alone, and I was traveling, and it was like seriously between like 700 kilometers from the first mechanic, and I just went. Then I had a flat wheel, so I had to learn how to change my time because I never did it. But yeah, then it went good actually. The car is still there. I'm still here, and it was a good experience after.
After you had some adrenaline,
but the car doesn't not working in the desert. That's bad.
That's actually one thing I'm also very afraid of, and when I talk to Australian people, that's something that they're insanely afraid of as well. They every time they want to make sure no one is going to stop somewhere in the desert, because as you said, there's nothing. There's nothing, and then there's a lot of wildlife as well. For example, on some beaches you can camp here, and the beaches are very close to public areas because there is saltwater crocodiles, and they're massive, and they just pick your tent, and they get your tent and throw the tent with you inside it into the water. So it's dangerous,
and also on the rivers there are crocodiles, so not only in the salt water actually.
That's true. And then there's snakes, and then there's spiders, and then there's like a huge variety of crazy birds.
But the most annoying thing that I've found here are the flies. They're not harmful for you, but when I was traveling in the desert and it happened all the shit with the car, you couldn't go out from the car 1 second that you were full of flies. Just like closing your eyes, you were killing some of them.
And they don't. They go into your eyes. They go into your eyes, your nose. Nearly every hole you have. Like, they try to get into
sure.
it. Like
not every hole, but fortunately, but
I know what you're talking about. I hate them. I didn't know when I did my farm work. After some time,
it's crazy. It's crazy in the summer. It's crazy.
And they said it's for the temperature. Like it had like 30 to 33 degrees. And if I wouldn't do anything, I would have like maybe 20 flies on my face, still working with it because it doesn't help. but they said that's not much. Like the hotter it gets, the more flies there are. So I was still lucky, and I made some videos. I posted them on Instagram where I just filmed my face and see all the flies coming through, and they try to crawl into my eyes. Like even if I close it, they try to come through this little hole here that is next to the nose. It's crazy
because they're looking for liquids. That's what I learned. Yeah. That's why they go into the mouth, into the eyes, because it's more wet.
Yeah,
that's why. Crazy.
Fucking flies. Number 3. What's the most expensive thing you bought while traveling?
The car, easily.
How much did you pay for the car?
3 grand.
That's nothing.
That's, come on. For my car,
no, I mean not the amount of money, but for the car.
Of course. But I like to travel cheap.
Yeah. Can you sleep in your car?
Yeah. Now I have a double bedroom mattress.
That's nice.
Yeah.
All right. What's the place to be? Your favorite spot on this planet?
My favorite, I think it's Sardinia. The island where my mother and my grandfather are. Yeah. I think this is the place where I can feel more.
Is it because of there's a lot of mafiosi guys, or is it?
No. Yeah, you ask me the place where to be or not to be.
Where to be.
Where to be. Positive. No, then there's no mafia. I'm positive.
No, that was just a very bad joke.
Oh, man.
It was one of the worst jokes ever.
No, I feel so good when I am in Sardinia.
It's the surroundings of your family and
my origins are there, and my grandparents, they told me a lot about their life there and how it is, and the landscape is amazing, the food and everything. I love it. I simply love it.
That's true. We are already at number 5.
Right.
How much money do you spend on average a day?
More than what I would like, probably. But let's say that I spend around now $10 for one night.
You spend now $10 for one night
to sleep, because they're also quite cheap, fortunately. Yeah. And then $10 to eat. Sometimes I like to drink something, so let's say $5 more, $25.
That's really, really good.
If it's a normal day.
Yeah.
But recently I've been a lot camping and going around, and if I move with the car, of course, the expenses are higher. Yeah. I'm gonna leave in a week for a road trip.
Yeah.
So this $25 in a day is simply impossible to think about it.
Definitely.
Because of the fuel, actually.
Yeah.
But it's worth it.
It's worth it.
Spend money in a wise way.
It does give you a good feeling if you know you can survive with just $25 or $20 a week a day.
I would like to spend less.
You would like to spend
less?
less?
Man, I can sleep in my car. It's comfortable. Yeah. It's a proper bed. I have my things to cook and stuff. If I could afford cheap food and still traveling and see things, less than $25, okay.
That's pretty good. For me, that's a big challenge. That was one of the challenges I gave myself when I started traveling.
Yeah.
To reduce the amount of money I spent to
the bare minimum,
to an absolutely minimum, and also see how far I can go.
Yeah.
And just because I wanted to give myself some security by knowing, okay, you don't need that much to stay alive, or even just to know how it is to live with this amount of money.
Yeah. But the thing is, like now 25, it's possible if you have a normal day here in Cairns in this hostel. Yeah. Otherwise, it's impossible, because almost everywhere at least you spend $20 for a one night sleep. So it's like already impossible.
Minimum. And then here it's cheap.
Here it's
it's also cheap because there's Corona and there's not many travelers around at the moment. So the hostels are fighting for the customers or backpackers staying there. Well, where are we? Number 6. I can't read. Sometimes I can't read my own.
Your own writing.
What's that? I read. Do you have a favorite coral? But it's not a favorite coral. Like coral underwater on the great.
Coral underwater? No.
But what did I write here?
Color.
No. Let's go for number 7 first. And I'm trying to figure out number 6 while that.
All right.
Number 7. What's the funniest or best Wi-Fi name you ever saw?
The best, sorry?
Wi-Fi name?
Wow, there was once. I don't remember exactly, but I was laughing so much. Like, you will never guess my password, something like that. And then after there was like a neighbor, and he put like, I figured it out, and I'm using it, something like this. We were like fighting between neighbors. That was fun.
I named my Wi-Fi password at home. Send nudes. No one ever sent.
No, it doesn't work.
No. Just for the record, doesn't work. Try something else. I found out what it is. Number 6. What's your favorite kid cereal?
Kid cereal?
Yes.
What's a kid cereal?
Like it's like these. For me, it was the small chocolate balls, like the muesli you eat in the morning.
Alright. Cereal. Yeah, sure. I don't remember the name, but it's like some, I reckon, oats or rice with air and covered with honey.
Covered with honey.
Yeah, I think it was rice.
They have something similar called chocolate puffs. I think maybe that's honey puffs.
Could be.
I know. Is it rings?
Yeah.
That's, I swear, really, I'm not joking.
It's like grains with honey on top. It's so
it's a funny bee on the cover.
Yeah, could be. Yeah.
I really like this one.
Right.
And the package is smaller than a regular package. Like they really.
I don't remember because I was a child actually.
But they were really nice.
But now I don't drink milk anymore, so like all the cereals have been years and years that I haven't eaten them.
Go back to
child memory.
So some childhood experience you can discover again. You are stranded on a lonely island. Which 3 items would you bring?
In a lonely island.
Yeah, and let's assume you have water, you have fresh water, and there's some fish you can.
Okay, so I can survive easily. Do I want to go away from the island or I want to stay there?
That's on you.
So I will bring one big barrel of wine.
Okay, 1 barrel of wine.
Yeah. Then like a shelf with books so I can read. And I have still 1 item more, right?
You have still 1 to go.
1 piano. With inside a guitar. So I can I can play the piano, and if I want to play the guitar, just take it out.
Can you play piano?
Yeah,
really?
I can. Yeah,
I love it. How many cheeseburgers can you eat? 2. No, I mean like if you never question like how many cheeseburgers you can eat?
No. I love to eat.
Yeah.
But I love to enjoy eating, so I never try to push me too much. I did it once with water. We were like in 3, 4, or 5 guys in the classroom, and we were like challenging ourselves who could drink the most of the water during one lesson. I remember it was math, and we drank, I don't know, like 3 liters, I think. It doesn't sound a lot, but it's, and the teacher wouldn't allow us to go to the toilet because she recognized that we were like trying this challenge during her class. And after, we were like seriously in pain just because we couldn't pee and we drank too much. When she allowed us to go to the toilet, it was like paradise.
It's you know what we did in school? I remember, like, I don't remember much, but from the early years in school, we had like this. There was no apps at this time. Like you had a Sony Ericsson or something, and there was this one sound made like beep, that only people until a certain age they could hear the sound. But this one teacher, she was a little bit older, but she could hear it, and we told her it's the heater.
All right.
So she freaked out and kicked against the heater, and the whole class flipped out.
Yeah, of course.
It was so funny. It's funny how much stuff
you're so stupid when you're this age.
Have you done have you put rubber bands in between your fingers and make like pieces of paper?
Yeah, of course.
I'll be honest with you, I still think that's funny.
In the right occasion with the right people, yeah. So I do agree. I wouldn't do that like in a funeral or stuff like this, but
right
another occasion,
yes. Number 9, and that's already my last question, and it's a tricky one. So, why aren't you vegan?
Why I am not vegan? Because I don't think that, let's say, don't use the animal to provide food. It's useful. I think we can cooperate with the animal. I love, for example, beekeeping, which are insects. The bees are insects, of course, but what you can do as a human being with them, it's deeply important for the nature. Now we are in a situation with the bees, where in a lot of places around the world, without men keeping care of them, bees couldn't survive, because it's also our fault, because we destroyed a lot of things. But right now, so if there are no beekeepers producing honey, which is not vegan because it's made out of, transformed by the bees, we couldn't have as many bees as we have. And bees are so important for the whole system. So I prefer to not be vegan and to have like this kind of cooperation between animals, insects, and the human being, so that everybody can be better. Because the bees are so important for the human, but also for the other animals. But this you can do it also with the chickens. Chickens, yeah.
I see where you're coming from. I think you want to say you want the animal to be respected.
Absolutely, yeah.
And what do you think about these Beyond Meat stuff? Like it's fake meat. It's produced meat in a laboratory. Would you prefer that over meat, or would you, if it tastes exactly the same?
It's not about the taste. It's more about the environmental impact that the products can have, the production of the meat can have. So intensive production of meat does, of course, they're not good for the environment, neither for the body, because a lot of times they put the hormones and stuff like this. I'm talking without knowing too much, actually. So I know that there are a lot of people who are like much more into the subject. And let's talk as with a friend. So I'm not an expert of this. I realize that.
So I'm giving you a hint then, because this questions I'm asking the first time, and I'm sorry it's a little bit weird, but I think it's interesting. So if we would say, okay, this kind of meat, it's called Beyond Meat, and then there's another company as well. If it tastes the same, if the impact on the environment is less, and if it has the same proteins, would
I don't know. I would prefer rather to have something not created in a laboratory, which is alright maybe for the impact, the environment impact, and whatever. But I like the old-fashioned way. Even if I don't know it too much, I realize that. But I would rather tell all the people, let eat less meat, but proper one, with respect and without bad impact for the world. But let's stick with what we already have. Less, eat more vegetables and legumes and stuff, but don't create new stuff.
Okay. Then we are already at the end. 5 quick words for Bob.
All right.
Number 1, animal.
Bees. Too easy.
Snake.
Snake, blue.
Poker.
Win.
Secret.
Nothing.
That's a lie. Last one, smile.
Deism.
Alright, Bob. Thank you, Bob, for joining episode 3.1, because that was our second recording, to be honest. I messed it up the first time. I used the wrong microphone. But thank you for coming again, Bob.
All new questions, you have to say
all new questions, that's true. Thank you guys for joining. Stay tuned, follow me on Instagram. You can find pictures of the guys I'm talking to there. And also you find a lot of other stuff there. Yeah, that was a weird intro. Just follow me on Instagram, don't think about it. And love having this unique conversation with you. And that's it. Bye, guys.
See ya.
Thanks for joining this episode of Interview with a Backpacker, weekly on Spotify and iTunes. Subscribe to stay tuned. Stay tuned in general, bro.
Hi, I'm Jeremy Robar, entrepreneur, VIP, and founder of the revolutionary program, Think Your Way to Success. It's a 3-step program that's been changing lives and my income for the last 2 years. 5 years ago, I was a nobody, just like you. After my Think Your Way to Success program, I spend the entire weekend in my jacuzzi or engaging in the exciting sport of domino toppling. Hey, if you can think it, you can do it. One of my award-winning courses is sure to be perfect for you. The first course I call Think, Hold That Thought, Complete, because that's what you do. Step 2 is known as Learn, Start, Doing, where I explain the mysteries of starting. Or take the new accelerated course that will have you laughing and hugging strangers. Motivate, demonstrate, then motivate again. Just listen to these endorsements and remember, these people volunteered. They aren't being paid much.
I've been on the Think, Hold That Thought Complete program, and I have to say, I'm finally going to start my career in being a well-paid rich person.
Yeah, I've been thinking my way to success for a while now. It's some good stuff.
Call now and sign up for my Think Your Way to Success program. And if you want to think really fast, try my Crank It Out program. Call 1-866-434-SELF. Hey, don't just do it, think about it.